offer the best grooming products for you. Dress on natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger. Style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the black, yeah. Grooming company. Give you swagger. Style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. Black, gentleman, black, yeah. Company. Give you swagger. Style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com. Yo. What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to the post-fight show with Stormybman for this Saturday, August 16th, 2025. This is the post-fight show for Itauma versus White, the heavyweights that went on in Riyadh, Saudi, this afternoon, nighttime over there, of course. And the fight wrapped up a little while ago. I took my time coming to the mic for this because, once again, the disappointment in performance of a heavyweight, only 3 weeks separated from when we last had heavyweights in there for the undisputed heavyweight title between Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dynamite Dubois. You know, I hope that some of you will be able to take my lead in expressing disgust over fighters and their lack of performing. You see, there's something really brewing here now that Turki Al-Sheikh has invited these men to professionally accept term offers for them to come in and really, on paper, and I stress, on paper, quality matchups. But the man is overpaying these athletes for the result that you're getting. I mean, I have never seen, well, I won't say never, because it was just 3 weeks ago when we saw Daniel Dubois do what he did against Usyk. But non-efforts are unacceptable. The card was, first of all, not worthy of pay-per-view. I had talked about that as well. This is not a pay-per-view card. Everyone that was on there, this could have been a regular Dazn card for a Saturday afternoon for us. And the fact that Turkey is now going to do away with pay-per-view after this, after you done, gave us the business with this BS, listen, I've seen a lot of fights in my years, and I still will state to you that Moses Itauma is not as advertised. Though you could see they're trying to throw stardom behind this man, and it's only because Anthony Joshua is a bust out. They were trying to sneak Joshua back in there for the heavyweight titles, right? And it didn't work out for him. He wasn't good enough to get out of 5 rounds with Daniel Dubois. There's a reason that he's not fighting Tyson Fury, though they say, oh, that's the fight to make. Yeah, that's good rhetoric and talk. Tyson Fury is more than aware that Anthony Joshua has never wanted to face him, and he has stated it on an occasion or two And we know that Anthony Joshua has never wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, and Ed Hearn has made and done his best to make sure that didn't happen. So where does Joshua go now that he has no path, no secret door to enter? And the greatest part of this all is this: Moses Itauma is Frank Warren's fighter under Queensberry. Yeah, so you don't get to dictate any terms. Mashroom and Ed Germ, you don't get to do that to the people anymore. The only thing is, Frank Warren realizes that Itauma, being 20 years old, is not yet ready for certain aspects of the sport. He even looked caught like a deer in headlights on that ring walk. If you guys couldn't see that, I definitely could see it. But Dillian Wytle bailed him out with a lackluster effort like Daniel Dubois did several weeks ago. So we're here for the post-fight conversation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please smash the like button as you come into the building, and welcome me back to doing the post-fight shows, because there had been a little bit of a break and it was well deserved. But this is some foolishness, people. I hope that you are not entertained by this. You know, this is ridiculous. I mean, really? The entire card, and I fell asleep during the Nick Ball fight against Sam Goodman. It's like, you know what are we getting here? It's almost like the guys know that they got the money in the bank. Just make it to the bell or lay down or whatever so I could go get my check. Because I'm telling you, Turkey Al-Sheikh, for all the positive things that he's done with the sport, one truism and stand out like a sore thumb negative is that he's overpaying these men. Overpaying. Yes, I'll say that. And some people say, well, Stormy, you cannot determine what a guy's worth is. Tell me what Dillian Wytle's worth was when you saw him in that ring. What was his worth? Huh? He was worth 2 dead flies. Huh? And you know how valuable that is. It ain't gonna net you nothing but a bunch of maggots. Yeah! You see? Philippe Hrgovic against David Adelai, another heavyweight fight on the card. That was very lackluster as well. As soon as Hrgovic got hit with a solid jab, he started bleeding like a stuck pig in the slaughterhouse. What's that all about? Huh? I keep telling you guys, it's a reason that I'll pull back, because I'm not going to be nice about this foolishness. I'm not going to be nice about it at all. Raymond Ford, his efforts against Abraham Nova was a late replacement. I don't know how much training he got to get in there. He did do a couple of good things in there, but he wasn't built for the entire 10 rounds. The original opponent was supposed to be champion Anthony Kakachi, who allegedly pulled out with an injury. Maybe he wasn't injured. Maybe he just wanted to not be on that card. But I have no doubts that he can handle Ford. Ford looks so basic, it's ridiculous. So, with that being said, let me go to the chat and see who we got in the building. You guys are out there. I want to acknowledge some brethren out there. Huh? Let's see here. We got Macadus Mac of the South out there early. Appreciate you. He says salute to the Grandmaster. We live and exclusive. Yeah. Joe Gagliari is out there saying Stormy salute. My brother Drew Titan, LLC in the building. And Mr. Shelton is in the building. What's going on with you, Mr. Shelton? Chilltown Majors out there saying Stormy in chat, salute. Shower is out there saying blessings, Stormy in chat. Ravens Nation is back with us saying good evening, everyone. Quan Big Gun says, what's up, Stormy, my brother? What's happening with you? Says that Dillian got dealt with. Listen, let me tell you something about that situation there, huh? Tell you about that in a minute. Jonathan Simon had a message retracted. I didn't get a chance to see what that was. Let's see here. He says, salute Stormy, my brother, and blessings, OG. Much love. Right back at you. Quan says, I want Itauma versus Hrgovic next. Yeah, as soon as he hit Hrgovic, he gonna start bleeding all over the place. My TV screen, I had to wipe blood off of it. Shower says Frank has a lock on the heavyweights, most definitely, and Hearn is out to sea because he's got nobody that you want to see, and anybody he does have is gonna get knocked out. So how about that? See how I put that together for you? You're welcome, huh? Yeah. DOG G215 says a bunch of Brits putting on a show in Saudi. This can't be where boxing's going. Listen, your Americans don't want to buckle down, bro. They too busy on social media, huh? Getting arrested, huh? They too busy in these what do you call them, situations where they require, comfort pets and all of that kind of foolishness. Doing drugs, can't leave the weed alone, and all this other foolishness. Don't know they sex. Listen, America is really effed up right now, you guys. America is truly effed up, and nobody here wants to look in the mirror, huh? All you got to do is look in the mirror, and you'll see that it doesn't fit, huh? Nothing fits. Everything is out of sorts. People don't want to be the sex that they were born, huh? And people want to have sex with things that they shouldn't be having sex with. Yeah, it's all screwed up out here, huh? For more of that, tune in to the brother Drew Titan and his Painful Excellence podcast, because he telling you about it, but y'all ain't hearing him though. Yeah. Ravens Nation said he fell asleep. Laugh out loud. Yeah, why wouldn't I fall asleep? I like to watch boxing. I don't like to watch people just moving around in the ring, huh? And what was that mess that Raymond Ford was wearing? The Tom and Jerry outfit, bright orange. What was that all? Do you see what I'm saying? I miss the days of no robe, just black shorts and black shoes. Mike Tyson come to the ring in a frothing sweat, ready to go get down and get the business. Speaking of that, did either Itauma or Dillian Wytle come to the ring with a frothing sweat? I'll wait, but I ain't got all night, huh? Yes or no? Neither one of them had a bead of sweat on their body. I'm still waiting. Quan says White just came, got that turkey money, and in his mind he ain't getting paid for the overtime, so let me lose in the first. When I saw him bending over forward, something that he really doesn't do, right? I'm like, why are you giving up the top of your head for this man to hit you? And that's exactly what happened. When Itauma recognized, oh, he gonna let me hit him on top of the head, fight was over. He was supposed to stand tall, shoot his jab, step around. He wasn't doing none of that. Wasn't doing none of it. Ridiculous. Why do we have to put ourselves through this foolishness? I mean, I'm aware of this foolishness, man. I woke up for that. No, man, I didn't stay up. I didn't wake up for that. That was ridiculousness, man. Stephen L. Mack in the building. He says, Sensei, what's going on with you, brother? Quan says, it's crazy how Philip starts bleeding from the first punch thrown. Yeah, isn't that what I said? Joseph Townsend, my man out there, he says, salute, Stormy. Looks like Dean is leaving Dillian. Well, you know what? We talked about that last night, didn't we, Joseph?
I sucked his cock in Poland.
I guess it won't be no more of that, huh? Yeah! Uh-huh. What kind of foolishness is this, man? Craziness, man. Stephen L. says, Ford is still cheeks to me. Yeah, he ain't nothing, man. But he talk a lot, just like Shakur. Guess what? They both from Jersey. How about that, huh? Yeah. DOGG215 says, Brits snatched boxing away. They got no champions. We do. How did we get here? Listen, we got here by lackluster effort, no ethic, no virtues, and just believing press clippings and all of that foolishness. Social media. That's how we got there, brother. That's how we got there. Quan says, these UK fans talk like they run boxing. They don't realize Usyk ended AJ and Fury and average Nick Ball their only hope right now. My brother Trick Noti in the building. Salute to you. He says, salute Stormy in the chat. I witnessed the destruction of Dillian Wytle. They both were dry. The first shot White took, his legs buckled, and he went to the body. It was over. Goodbye, Mr. White. Listen, I just talked about them not having a bead of sweat on them, right? You're a heavyweight. You gotta work up a sweat, man. Whenever you saw Holyfield, even Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, those men during their time and era would come to the ring with a sweat going on. And it wasn't just that baby oil on their body. That was sweat. Those men had worked up, because you get in there from that first round in a heavyweight fight, that helps you absorb a shot that you take in the first round. White was in no condition to take a shot because he was bone dry. He wasn't even warming up when he was Itauma had already made it to the ring. They showed him in the dressing room. He back there shaking his legs and stuff. If you don't get out of here, man. Yeah, Shower, he was sitting in his street clothes during the Ball and Goodman. Yeah, and you know what? It's like these guys, and where was what's his name, Buddy McGirt, or should I call him, Money McGirt, because all he does is go over there and collect checks off of people. He done sold out long ago. McGirt, name me a good American fighter that he trains. I done seen enough of this foolishness, man. Enough. See, you all might want to accept the foolishness, but I ain't got no time for it, man. I ain't accepting none of that. Bunch of garbage with these guys, man. Lackluster efforts, not being in shape, not warming up, not having a game plan, not looking skilled. It's just, the list is mounting. It's another checkbox on there that they just continue to check off, these guys. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, DOG, because Frank Warren has most of the heavyweights in his stable. That's the consensus that they're selling you, that nobody wants to fight the kid, right? That's not what that is. They're preparing him to be the guy to take over. Now, they're going to have heavyweight fights with titles without him. But Usyk is not a long-term option, right? He's 39, 38 years old himself, and he's going to be out of there. So the future is looking bright with that kid as long as they could get everybody on board. Tell me convincingly that it didn't look like White gave himself up to Itauma. Tell me without telling me. He gave himself up. You know the kid can punch. You know he's young. Why are you not trying to box him? What was that bending over forward and all of that? He might as well put his hands down, close his eyes, and stick his chin up like this. He might as well have done that. But that's too freaking obvious, right? But he gave you the impression that he was trying to protect himself, but his head is bent forward so you can hit him on top of the head. The top of the head is free game. The back of the head is not. If you didn't know that, now you know. Trignoti says, Kirk Johnson told me early in his career he would warm up and have the sweat wiped off of him. He said it would make his opponents think he didn't warm up, then he would blitz them in round one. Well, see, this is the thing about that, Trick. When you warm up, even if you wipe the sweat, when you put your robe and stuff on, the body, the pores have opened up. The sweat will still be there. It will. You know? But the reality is there's a number of guys who don't, and it's not just the heavyweights. Look throughout the boxing. You don't see these guys coming to the ring with no sweat no more. The last time you used to see guys come to the ring with sweat on their body is the previous generation of fighters. They just don't do it anymore. I mean, I'm sick of this, man. I really am. I don't like seeing lackluster effort. It's a different thing if you're going down in a blaze of glory. You know, punch for punch. You took some, he gave you some, you gave him some. You know, that's okay. But you out there covering, fake covering, and getting hit clean. Why didn't White try to tie the kid up? Isn't that a veteran move? To tie a guy up, walking backwards. Come on, man. I done seen too much boxing to know bull crap when I see it, bro. I'm looking at what I'm looking at. Bullshit. Universal Truth, salute to you, bro. And that Nick Ball fight, Brother Code 10, what's happening? That Nick Ball fight, man. What was that? That dude is more one-dimensional than Pitbull Cruz is. Quan, it's gone, man. Listen, they've already anointed this kid. Did you see his ring entrance? Did you see him donning those belts that he hasn't won anything yet? They getting you psychologically prepared. They're getting you psychologically prepared. The guy ain't won shit. This dude has 13 fights. 13. When Mike Tyson challenged Trevor Berbick for the heavyweight title, I think he had 27, 28 fights or something like that, bro. Let me look that up so I could be on the money about it. Yeah, he was 27-0. Mike Tyson when he fought Trevor Berbick. He was 27-0. This kid has 13 fights. Why am I supposed to be excited about him? Why? He can punch? Do you know how many punchers there have been in the heavyweight division? Too many to count. Jimmy Bernard, what's happening? Trick says, sad, none of our American heavyweights are not headlining these cards. Same in the UFC. There's an event in Chicago, and the main event is headlined by a South African and a Russian. I don't care about the UFC. And I'm starting not to care about boxing. Again, I went through this before, where I just walked away from the sport. It's the mid-2000s. Listen, Quan, it is not hating on somebody when you challenge the presentation, brother. See, that's another thing that people do now. It's a built-in defense mechanism. When somebody says, don't judge me, or I'm not judging, or someone says, don't hate on me, or, you know, not to be hating, you see, it's almost like you being apologetic for having critical thinking. That's another thing that's wrong in our society, to have objective and critical thinking. You're being held to task for having that for most of these mindless numbskulls out here. I'm never giving up my critical thinking, because critical thinking can save your life. You know what you're looking at when you see it, but if you're afraid to say something about it, then guess what? It's more wrong with you than what you're seeing. Because you're supposed to be dismissive of the bullshit, like I'm being right now. Dismissive of this bullshit. Didn't I easily lay it out for you? Turkey is overpaying. These guys have realized that they don't have to give maximum effort. They're just going to clear the bank and they good for the rest of their lives. All of these things. When's the last time Jared Anderson been in the ring? They give you a first round knockout and you're supposed to think that this guy is formidable. You're supposed to think that this is somebody that you need to watch. No, I need to watch him when they put him in there against somebody that's going to fight his ass. And that ain't going to happen for a long time. But I'm going to tell you guys something. And you may not like this coming from me. But you know what? I gives no fucks, right? This is why you should have got behind Deontay Wilder when he was the heavyweight champion of the world. That was the last man who could represent the position and the title like a fighter that we knew that is now known and called legendary, which was Ali. But you guys wouldn't get behind him. You didn't want to support him. Maybe it's because he's flat talking Southern man from the deep South and everything, come from a solid family and everything, but you didn't want that, huh? Tall and skinny, built like a basketball player, but he had the right hand of God, knocking people unconscious. So much to the degree that he was gonna, go through the division with so many knockouts, the record books were waiting to add pages. You understand? But you wouldn't get behind it. You wouldn't support that. When Larry Merchant got on television after Deontay had the situation with Tyson Fury and said, "Is this the last of the Black Hope?" Some of you, just like Sean Porter, sat there with a grin on your face. You guys don't even know how to support your own. You don't know how to throw sentiment into the situation and fight for a cause. Deontay was that guy. He was the guy who was willing to take on all comers. He was looking to give opportunity to other guys who was being frozen out, like King Kong Ortiz. putting it on the line. He gave Tyson Fury a shot, even knowing that the man had been popped dirty for drugs, had fallen into a fat and drug binge stupor, told him, clean your act up and I'll give you a shot. But he didn't know he was dealing with gypsies. Gypsy King is not just a moniker that he fights under, it's a way of life for them. But even when signing for that, you guys didn't support him. You said, oh, Fury he was inactive. He was like, you know, out of shape and hadn't fought nobody, this and that. You gave all those reasons that you didn't want to throw sentiment and support behind Deontay. But he was the realest heavyweight champion we had in a very long time. And that goes back before Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson was a sham himself. And you guys may not want to hear that, but oops, there it is. The last real heavyweight champion that we had after post Ali was Larry Holmes, whom you fucks don't even acknowledge. There was a rapper that made a line in his record that you repeat all the time. Oh, he's flabby and sick, huh? That's the old Larry Holmes that came to the ring flabby, still beating people in his 40s. But the man reigned the heavyweight division for 7.5 years with 20 title defenses and fought almost a who's who in the heavyweight division. 20 title defenses. Ali had 10. Deontay had 10. Know the history. Watch boxing. Don't just watch who you like, huh? That sounds awfully perverted, that you only like a certain fighter. What you looking at, his body, huh? You like his physical appearance? Because these guys of today damn sure ain't showing much skill. How skillful did Moses Itauma look in there against Dillian Wytle? Povetkin knocked him out. Fury knocked him out. AJ knocked him out. And the irony is he looked the same flopping around the canvas in each knockout, didn't he? So did Moses do something? Did he do something extraordinary tonight? Fuck no, he didn't. Quan Big Guns, Deontay being black had absolutely nothing to do with it. There were black heavyweight champions before Deontay Wilder. I gave the reason that they didn't support him. When that man was booed at the weigh-in with Fury, the first fight, he was booed in America. That was something to show you exactly who we are as a nation. When Joe Louis had to go in there and fight Max Schmeling for the second time, World War II was kicking off, and the president told Joe Louis in front of the nation, in cameras in front of the world, it's going to take this kind of muscle to defeat the Nazis. He got behind the black heavyweight champion of the world and gave support. In other words, he gave the nation a reason to stand behind the black man. The Audacity Podcast. What's good with you? See, if Anthony Joshua had a backbone, he would have made Hearn make that fight with Deontay. The $50 million guarantee, that was for AJ to make the fight happen. That wasn't even going to be the purse from the fight. That was a guarantee to him so we could come together for Undisputed. Hearn talked that man out of an opportunity of a lifetime. He never was closer to being the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world than looking across the ring at Deontay Wilder. The path that they chose, he fell off of that. It got further and further in the distance, to the degree that they made two Caucasian men the heavyweight champion of the world, undisputed. Negating black empowerment, black experience of aspiration and motivation, people to look up to. You can't tell me that if AJ or Wilder, after facing one another, one of them becomes the undisputed champion of the world, other fighters want to be that guy. They want to be like him. They're going to pattern themselves. They're going to do what they got to do. They're going to walk it and talk it. They're going to stand up on principle. That was taken away from you. And you're too blind to see it. You're too fucking blind to see it. You got people out here with a homosexual love affair for fighters like Tank Davis. Fighters who sit up and talk about them being the best in the world like Jaron Ennis and Shakur Stevenson, but they ain't facing no fucking body. Quan Big Guns, I gotta ask you a personal direct question. When has racism in America not been blatant? I'd like an answer to that, sir. So what is there to ignore then? You work through it, don't you? And haven't our people worked through it prior to now? But see, what you're not acknowledging is there is a certain class of individuals who are rolling over and showing their belly because they don't want to roll their sleeves up and get dirty. They don't want to go to war. They don't want to fight for nothing. They want to give it all back. For those who have died, suffered, been incarcerated, I keep telling you guys, you didn't get behind Deontay Wilder when we said that they fucking cheated the man out of his title. Y'all came out here and you were saying, oh, you're just making excuses. But it's been proven that they cheated the man. And we have always been here standing in truth for him. And I still stand for that man. Some of y'all glad to say proudly, oh, he's washed, he's done, he's this, he's that. Even being injured, he's taking on the best in the world that nobody else wants to fight. Even going in limited and not having his best arsenal with him, he's going in there with people. And you guys are fucking assholes sitting up there acting like, oh, he's just done. No, you're done. You are done. There was the same amount of people with similar sentiment and ideology when Ali was prominent in the sport. Everybody didn't love Ali. There were people who looked like you and I that were hoping for his downfall, waiting for him to lose, fall on his face, telling him he was a betrayer of the country, a communist. Yeah. His own kind. So you can't come in here and tell me about racism. I got a channel that is being shadow banned, and you guys won't even share my fucking content. But you'll come in here and say, salute Sensei, salute OG, or whatever, but you won't fucking share it. And you got multiple accounts, you got multiple social media outlets that you participate in. You don't fucking super chat. You don't show no fucking support around here. When the last time you sent a super chat? Cash App, PayPal, bought some fucking merchandise. Now you see the seat I'm in? That's the seat Deontay was in. You come around him. You don't even take pictures with him and everything. But you ain't supporting him. That's why I can sit up here and talk about the shit show that just played on the air on Dazn Ppv. That's why I could talk about it like I do. Because I know the fucking difference. I know what I'm looking at. Aladdin Saddam, what's good? Y'all Willing, Black Martial Arts Society, what's going on? Salute to my brothers Freedom's March out there in that Cash App donation. He says, Cook Sensei, thank you, brother. Thank you. And you know I support you as well. But see, everything I say, I can stand on the merit, man. Everything I say, I can stand on the merit. Mr. Shelton, yes, that is. That's courtesy my brother Trill Will. Finally came through with me for a tune. You like it? Yeah, that's courtesy Trill Will. I am Trill Will. I asked the brother 4 years ago, can you make a track for me? He finally did it because I caught him on the air talking about his music, and he finally gave it. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's why I got it going, because I told you I support, man. That's advertisement for him. That's a talented brother, you know. You see, even in this, I'm very consistent with what I do and say. This is no bull coming from me. This is the real deal. Well, you saw tonight 2 lackluster efforts on behalf of Itauma and the behalf of Dillian Wytle. That wasn't a one-way situation. Both guys. Itauma was scared to death. He was afraid. Walking back and forth, pacing and mumbling to himself and everything, trying to pump himself up, trying to talk positive to himself. You don't think I know these things? I've been in the gym with guys, been in their ear, been hearing through my ear the shit that they go through and talk about. Ratchet since 91, what's good with you, brother? I see you out there. I just rinsed you up. Finally, I was able to rinse you up after you wrote in the chat again. I thought I had rinsed you up already, though. Yeah, Freedom Watch. I'm sad to say that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Then you see him try to argue with the ref for stopping it. He showed more spirit arguing with the ref for stopping it than he showed fighting the fucking opponent, didn't he? You see that shit? All he had to do was reach out and tie the motherfucker up and hold him. I know he ties up, what's his name? Dean, huh? Don't he tie Dean up and hold on to Dean? Huh? Don't Dillian tie up Dean?
I sucked his cock in Poland.
Yeah. Macadus Mac of the South says this wasn't a pay-per-view event at all. People didn't get their money worth on tickets or whomever bought. You're absolutely right. And guess what, Macadus Mac? I said this before it even happened. I said it last week in my breakdown videos and everything. I said this is not a pay-per-view worthy fight. It's not. I done my part, man. I done my part. Shower, it just goes to show you the length that people will go through to bullshit you. That's the length that people will go to fake it, man. You know that saying, fake it until you make it? That's what that is. He took all that time. Itauma came to the ring first. He took all that time, got in the ring, fight starts, and he give the top of his head up like that. Knowing that the guy's last knockout, he hit the dude on top of the head and knocked him out. Damn foolishness, man. Coach Hudson, what's good with you? Salute. Yeah. Now you can see I got a premiere coming Monday morning. Hearn is talking about AJ fighting Jake Paul. Why? Because he can't beat none of these other guys. But he couldn't beat them for a long time. Even though he had heavyweight titles, he couldn't beat them. Do you know how poor you gotta be as a heavyweight champion, 6'6" and 260 pounds of muscle, no brain, and you give your titles up to a guy who came up from cruiserweight 2 times? Or like he likes to say, 2 times? Yeah. And just in case people didn't get it, he beat your arch rival Fury, whom you're never gonna face in this lifetime or even after death, huh? You're not gonna face. He beat him twice too. 2 times? Yeah. How about that? And the thing about Agit, Shower, and Chat, they're going to hold off as long as they can, hoping that he gets derailed because they don't want a Russian heavyweight champion of the world. How's that for racism, Quan Big Guns? They didn't want a Cuban heavyweight champion of the world, King Kong Ortiz. They do not want a Russian heavyweight champion of the world, Agit Kabiel. They will make all kind of fights and put up all kind of roadblocks. And don't be surprised if they try to even put a drug charge on the man, because he's that good. Yeah, but Quan, semantics. He's from over there, okay? He's from Germany, yes. But he's still over there, okay? German. D 215-19. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Cabiel is ranked number 2 in the world, just behind Usyk. Answer me, how is Joshua ranked number 7th in the heavyweight division, but Zhilei Zhang has fallen out of the top 10 to 18? Yeah, Shower, he's supposed to be retired, ain't he? It's crazy dealing with these people, man. They just make you feel like, you know what? You just want to throw your hands up in the air. Salute to my brother Universal in that PayPal donation. He says, what has happened to the heavyweight division, Sensei? You know what? It has fallen off. But it is falling off because they've angled things just to end up having a Caucasian heavyweight champion. They have supplanted the foundation of those who have earned that right to be in that seat. You see, there were a few fighters that were supposed to fight for the heavyweight title that never got a chance. The likes of King Kong Ortiz comes to mind right away. Okay, AJ and Wilder for undisputed, because I guarantee you the winner of that fight goes on to crush the rest of the division and reign. The winner. And that was such a good fight that you could at least get a minimum of 2 fights out of that deal, you know? What you think about fighters like Andy Ruiz Jr.? Andy could beat some of these guys right now. He beat what's his name? Big Baby Miller. They called it a draw, but you know what that was. Do you know that Dillian Wytle is ranked number 32? Deontay Wilder is ranked number 36, just behind Stephen Shaw, who's 35. David Avalaye, that y'all just saw Philippe Hergovit beat up today, is ranked number 41. It is insane, Universal. It's insane. But see, again, the people don't complain like they should. You should get behind certain individuals and show staunch support, but they don't do that no more. People got to pick a side and all of this stupid foolishness. DOG, yes, he is trash. He definitely is trash. His performance today, he could have knocked Philip Hergovic out if he would have just fought the guy. He's standing there taking shots like Dubois did. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes, man. And the next time a heavyweight throws a combination, let me know, because I've been waiting to see one for, it seems like, years now. They just will not throw combinations. Salute to Rick Hill. He says, greetings, Stormy. The demise of the heavyweight division started when the PBC sold out Wilder. You know what, Rick Hill? Thank you for coming in and righting the ship. Because there is truth in that. I can't even argue with that, man. That's like coming in and putting an exclamation point on things. Period. Punctuation. Well, once again, I'll say it. This was not a pay-per-view worthy card. All of the fights on there were trash. For different reasons. The Ford Nova fight was trash because Nova was able to fight in spurts, but not enough to keep up with the busier Ford. That Japanese fighter, Susumi, he looked far better than the guy he was in there with. Looked far better than that guy. Hrgovic and Adelaide, they looked like garbage, the two of them. Nick Ball and Sam Goodman, that was so boring. I couldn't even keep my eyes open during that fight. They should make Joseph Parker fight Ajit Cabiel. Yeah. I know DOG, they won't. Quan, you ain't gonna have to worry about that. He's not getting a title shot. He could barely get behind these journeymen that he's fighting. He's gonna be derailed as soon as he fights somebody good, whether it's someone who holds a title or not. Croatians don't have that type of support in the sport, man. But if you're looking at the guys that are from where Usyk is from, that's different. Well, I got plenty of material for next week. I know that. Because this is ridiculous. By the way, I won't have a call-in show tomorrow because I gotta work. No call-in show tomorrow. No answering the bell because I gotta work. Stormy gotta put in a rare Sunday appearance, you know. But hey, it's because I need the scratch. You understand? I'm getting mine the legitimate way, huh? I ain't like some of y'all looking to go hold up somebody at the ATM. Whoa. Rick Hill is asking who I would take between Raymond Ford and O'Shaquie Foster. O'Shaquie, brother. O'Shaquie can box, man. He can box. That's the one dude that y'all God of little men, Shakur, Shitty Cuz, ran from. Yeah, he did. He ran from him. Yeah, Raymond Ford is a very, I don't know who's more unlikable now since he opened his mouth, him or Shitty Cuz. I think they're neck and neck, and they're from the same area too. You know, I don't know. So I'm not supporting Ford. Let's hear from my brother, the Focus Ball.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
Yeah. So, yeah, Quan, listen. Hearn has already ruined Boots. This back and forth wavering over who he gonna fight and this and that. He's already, you know, Boots didn't have to go through all of that. But his reputation has been compromised as a result of that. And Hearn plays a huge role in that foolishness. But it is what it is. These guys, they don't think past their nose, huh? And they can't recognize what it is. It's like, man, it's ridiculous. But that's okay. Life's lessons. But I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here. I've been on here long enough, man. This card was shit. The performances were shit. It wasn't pay-per-view worthy. And we've got to find a way to do some things a lot better than how they've been done. I want to thank those who sent the PayPal and Cash App donations. Thank you so much for your support. I want to say shout out to the mighty LDBC, and be looking out for that premiere that I got going on Monday. There's a lot of stuff kicking off the Kung Fu channel. It's got some uploads coming this week for some people that didn't get a chance to see some of that stuff. I'm re-uploading some material that had been out there, so that channel is growing up over 200 and something subscribers over there already. Over 10,000 views to the channel. So I know this channel is being shadow banned because this is my original channel. And over there, that channel is growing by leaps and bounds. So you see, we're doing it. But we're going to get on up out of here. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Catch you guys on the next one.
Nice day. Look at Jessica. Jessica, what are you doing? You know you can't swim. Get away from the water, Jessica. Jessica, get away from the... Oh, my God. Somebody help Jessica, please. She can't swim. Go help the... Jessica, run. Jessica, no. Oh, my God. No, Jessica. No, the water is pulling her back in. Where's the lifeguard? Lifeguard, hurry up. You can't swim. Jessica, no! Lifeguard, please save her! Yes, two lifeguards! Save her, no! Please, Jessica! Oh, look, hey! That husband is coming! Oh, you one of them dead! Jessica! Hey, please, save her! Jessica! They're coming now, they're here, Jessica!